We welcome you back. We are joined in the Lair, Luke, my partner, and myself by Luke's little friend, who's a little bashful today.
Yeah,
He doesn't have his face to the camera. And this week we're here to preview the Kennedy game, and I suppose we should say Kennedy Valley Park. It is a combo team.
It's a co-op,
kids
yes.
from both schools. And Luke, at the outset, as you look at this game, on paper it doesn't look like much of a contest. We were talking about this before we started shooting, but of the 64 Class 4 schools, they are 63rd in terms of points earned toward district seeding. So what do you do if you're a team like Westminster that's just gone 9-0, you've been dominant much of the year, and now you're facing an opponent who you're not really worried about? How do you get up for that game?
You do it the same way that Coach Snyder approached it the moment the Borgia game was over. Saturday afternoon, congratulated the team on their victory, and he said, now we're 0-0 again. It's like a whole new season.
It's a new season.
Anything can happen. We've found what can happen when a team lets their guard down.
Yeah.
It can debilitate us for a little while, and it doesn't matter if it's Kennedy, who it is. We have to come and play prepared.
And at this point, if you lose, you go home.
Exactly.
From now on,
it's fatal.
It's single elimination. You lose, you go home. So there's motivation right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've been looking into Kennedy. You've got some keys to the game. Why don't you take us through what you've got?
Yeah. Well, first of all, you've got a number of players. Rania Burnett, he comes out as a tight end sometimes. They throw a bubble screen to him as a tight end, which is a very unique play. Trevor Stevens has a good nose for the ball, always has good fundamentals, keeping his head up. It's going to matter if he sheds his blockers. But Aquarian Reed, the running back in their single back formation, is really the one to box in. As far as keys to the game go, bear down. That is going to be huge. We've showed that we can come back, but those fumbles against Borgia were very worrisome. We've really got to make a concerted effort, just like Spike Lee said on one occasion, to do the right thing, to come out, hit hard with those fundamentals, make sure you clamp down on Reed in the Kennedy backfield, don't let him get outside. He can hurt a defense. He's very determined. Second key, healthy in, healthy out. We've been banged up over the course of the season. Connor Hoffenrichter is still working off that hand injury, so we're battered. We need to get well for the future, because if we're looking down the road, we want to have our whole house in order. If, little things, if we're leading, let's say we do happen to get a significant lead, and we've got an offensive player who's wanting to make a play, wanting to stretch it to a touchdown, you don't have to push it. Make sure that you're, call it playing safe or whatever, but, we have backups.
In a game like this, against a school like Kennedy, the one thing you don't want to happen is lose somebody because
who you need down the road.
They're trying to make the spectacular play.
Exactly. Just like the Canadian First Division in World War I, the backups can contribute. Then, number 3, Die Bergtour geht weiter. That's German for the mountain hike continues. It's going to get significantly more uphill. We're going to be facing much more talented teams as we go down the line. So like Coach Snyder said, each week you're 0-0 again. And there you go. Join us. That's fine. So it's on. It is serious. It's win or go home. Each game we're going into battle, and it's going to determine if our season continues. So every game you're going to the Grove, and you either end up looking ahead or you end up looking at the flowers. And we need to make sure our opponents end up looking at the flowers.
All right, so with those random Spike Lee Walking Dead references, we will go ahead and say Kennedy this week, 2 o'clock. First game of district. It's a must-win situation.
Every game is
let's come out and support the boys as we continue on our road through the playoffs.
Look at the flowers.
Thanks for joining us in the Lair. We'll see you next time.